Howdy y'all, my name is John and welcome back to the channel. Today is definitely going to be a shorter theory to say the least, but I think that there's a lot of potential to this, especially with the final two chapters of Deltarune releasing sometime before 2029. In fact, chapter 6 may be coming out as soon as April when you think about it because of how quickly, according to Toby, that the development is going, with some of the teams reasonably starting to work on chapter 7 before the end of 2026. And I think a video like this would be very important for clarifying to many people which characters can and can't remember resets or remember entire timelines. Let's start off with one thing that we can all agree on, and it is the first few characters in Undertale. I don't think anybody would have a problem with Frisk really remembering timelines and whatnot because, well, we control Frisk, we let them, save and load. Actually, I think that Frisk, we might be actually playing as full on, so I'm going to have to talk about that later. Flowey, as is immediately established in the game, can indeed remember different resets, saves and loads and whatnot. He can't remember through true resets, however, meaning that he is not above timeline level. Despite what a lot of people thought early on, I think everybody today can agree on the fact that Sans does not remember your genocides and cannot have memories between resets and saving and loading and whatnots. While I'd have to say for Kara, however the hell he wants to pronounce that, I don't know, Chera? Is Chera a name? Chera? Chere? I don't know. Kara gets to be Kara in my head. Or Kara. I'm just going to say Kara from now on. Kara can remember saves, loads, resets, and also, almost uniquely in the series, true resets. So if you completely do a genocide route, get to the end of it, sell your soul to Kara, or just be killed by Kara, and then you go back and do a true pacifist route, at the very end you're going to be getting a different route. It's like this whole different ending and whatnot of where Kara basically, I think, kills everyone, or Kara could also just be screwing with you because you sold their soul to them, and yeah, I don't think Frisk is going to be very happy that you sold their soul to Kara, but that's besides the point. And what I'm just trying to say here is that Kara is decidedly above the timeline level because they can, remember true resets. Normally, even timeline level characters can't remember true resets, so that puts Kara decisively above figures like Flowey and puts them into the ranks of being with Frisk. And now we need to talk about Gaster, who is also above that level. Gaster has to be on, if he is actually the whole, creator of Deltarune, then Gaster would have to be at above the timeline level, like probably above Kara or Frisk. The Goners are almost completely another question entirely because they only can appear under certain fun values, so I am not even going to touch that. I mean, it's possible that Goners do remember different timelines and whatnot, though, I don't think so. Actually, wait, based off of Goner Kid's dialogue, I think they actually might remember timelines because of the fact that Goner Kid says something like, what do you think would happen if there was just another world of where nobody even remembered you, or something along those lines. So, given the fact that nobody probably remembers Goner Kid, I think Goners can remember other timelines. Actually, the Goners might even be above, Kara or Frisk or something, and might actually be full-on Gaster level of awareness just because of how heavily associated the Goners are with Gaster, as they're all followers of Gaster. Next up, the player. Well, of course they're Gaster level, because as seen in Deltarune, we have access to 3 timelines, and I think having access to 3 timelines at once is kind of a big deal. You're probably above timeline level if you can control 3 timelines at once for 3 easy payments of $9.99. Sorry, I did a little Spamton bit there. Please forgive me, people. I did not mean to become Spamton. Moving on from the player, there is also another person who we need to be talking about, Chris. And the reason why I'm talking about Chris is because Chris likely does not remember resets or timelines or any of that jazz. Chris does not have the highest determination, the player does, and I doubt that Chris can remember everything you can remember. So why would Chris be able to remember resets that you do? Does Chris give you any unique actions or dialogue if you go back and reset one of your save files after chapter 5 or chapter 4 or something? No, it's the same game. Chris obviously does not remember in any sort of way. They don't have the highest amount of determination. We have the highest amount of determination. That's why we are the ones who can save and load and reset. Chris is aware of the player, they are not aware of anything else really about the whole timeline shtick. And while Rouse seems to, at some moments, know that he's in a game, I also wouldn't say that Rouse necessarily does. It's just he, I don't know, knows that he's supposed to say that for some reason and says that. I don't really think that he would know he's in a game like Jevil possibly does. Okay, Jevil probably doesn't know that he's in a game. He just is making everything seem like a game because his mind is just so broken. I think if anybody would be aware that Deltarune is a video game, it'd be specifically Weird Route Noelle, mainly because of the fact that she is just completely going crazy and I think seeing through reality possibly, or just also once again completely delusional and losing it. God, Kara really made us do a number on that poor girl. I can't believe Kara made us do this. Now, there is one character I have not spoken of yet, and that would have to be Temmie. And why I think that there's something seriously wrong with Temmie is that, first of all, in Undertale, there is the Tem armor, which will decrease in price, according to Temmie, whenever you die, and it indeed does. So, the problem with that is that you can only remember if a protagonist dies in, Undertale and Deltarune, if you remember that, they died and then they reloaded their save file and are now back and standing and alive again. So it obviously makes it that Undertale's Temmie is 100% without a shadow of a doubt meta-aware. Now, the question about this is, does her Deltarune counterpart have this carryover? And I'd say maybe? I genuinely don't know. I mean, there is the Eggman thing, the fact of, the eggs. But unless, is Temmie the Roaring Knight? No, definitely not. That can't be it. And the thing is, I don't want to take Temmie at face value just because of the fact that, there are reasons why Temmie would have favoritism. I mean, it's not like there's any reason why there would be favoritism towards Temmie. It's not like Temmie is a self-insert for someone. Anyway, I can't really think of any other characters that would be perhaps meta-aware or aware they're in a video game or above timeline level or anything like that. Like, there's just not that many characters, ironically, in a franchise that's known for having characters who know they're, having timelines and whatnot. And that there is this force that can reset and reload and save and whatnot at will. That there really aren't many characters in the cast overall who can actually know that or remember any of that stuff. Now, sure, there are characters like Sans who can, tell if you have loaded recently or what you've done based off of facial expressions. That's the look of somebody who has died 3 times. But, there isn't really much for any of that. Yeah, I know this was a bit of a shorter video, but I did the best with what I could under the time constraints because I'm kind of falling a bit behind. So the scheduled video I had to begin with was kind of shelved, so I could make a video that was going to be taking a bit shorter because with my current script, it could have taken like an hour. Yes, that was my first scripted video. It was going to be my first scripted video that I realized it'd be kind of a bit hard to shoot and animate in only 2 days because the last video I made took me 36 hours with only a 3-hour interim of sleeping to create. So I really don't want to have to record an even longer video than that one. And that is to say, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And also check out my other videos. The video that I released 2 days ago now, like as of recording this, doesn't really have many views. So if you would like to go check that out, feel free to do so. It's about crack theories that I have seen in the Undertale Deltarune community since the release of Chapter 5. And also, I think will happen next in Chapters 6 and 7. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. And have a great day, y'all.